Yo, what's going on, guys? And we just heard Gary Trent Jr., who I have wanted this whole time to stay with the Toronto Raptors. According to Chris Haynes of Bleacher Report and TNT, Toronto Raptors guard Gary Trent Jr. will opt into his $18.5 million player option for the 23-24 season. CEO Rich Paul and agent Lucas Newton of Klutch Sports tell Chris Haynes. Now, it's interesting because Gary Trent wants to remain with the Raptors and both sides will work on a long-term deal. And I've said this whole time. Why would you give up Gary Trent? As reports that earlier came out saying that both Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent were expected to leave. I was cool with Fred VanVleet leaving because, Fred's older. Gary Trent's young, dude. Gary Trent's proven. Gary Trent was a 5-star recruit who ended up being a second-round pick. He's only 24, but it feels like he's played in the league for like a decade at this point. He's been in the league since 2018. He's played for 2 teams. 24. This is a building block, okay? This is a guy who played, 2.5 years in Portland, now 2.5 years in Toronto, and he's gone from a guy who had to fight his way onto an NBA roster after being drafted 37th overall, all right? And has shown in the playoffs, all right, in not only in 2020 when he was a youngling, but in 2022 where he played 6 games for the Raptors and dropped 15 points a night. And he's a guy for the past 2 years, 17.5 points this past year on 37% from 3, 43% from the field, about a little under 2 assists a game. But he's a guy who averages over 1.5 steals a game for the past 2 seasons. He's a dog defensively. He's a versatile two-way, player that I think, I'm not going to say he's an elite defender, but he's a building block, all right? He's a building block. And he's the son of an NBA player, okay? Former NBA player who was the 11th overall pick in 1995. I personally love former NBA players' sons because they know the grind, they know the work, and for me, it just made sense for all parties involved for Gary Trent to remain with the Raptors. Now, I think he's going to get like 4-year, $80 million. Am I wrong for thinking that? That's what it seems like a reasonable deal for me. 4-year, $80 million. And I don't know. I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts. What would you guys give Gary Trent? 20 a year, maybe 4-year, $100 million because the cap's going up. But yeah, that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What's the deal you would give for Gary Trent and why? But that's basically going to be the video for me today. Hope you guys do enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe. But I'm going to head out now. That's the video. Peace out.